All right. Wednesday morning, I am in a number of trades with the indices. Already got stopped on the gold, on a trail. Um, so let's take a look at something and kind of explain what's going on here. So I post in Discord every evening after Globex opens. I post levels for 7 futures markets, for indices, the euro, gold, and crude oil. This indicator plots those levels on the chart. They come out a bit after 6 p.m. Eastern after Globex opens. The idea is below the midpoint, you're looking for short trades to first hit the sell level and then go lower. These levels are posted in Discord, like I said, a bit after Globex opens, and then they're available for our members. They can either put them manually on the charts or use the indicator that we have. So this is the S&P, same exact idea, below the midpoint, right, short toward the sell level and beyond. Let me kind of show, I'm out of this trade already, but I can just show the logic behind it. So again, gold, same exact idea, below the midpoint, looking short. So here is price breaks the midpoint, retests it, and then closes down, and down we go. So another thing that happens 8 out of 10 times is that after price breaks a level, it retests it from underneath. So this is what we see here. Break, retest, break again, and retest again. So that's where I got stopped when price came in. I had my trailing stop, and that was it for this trade. All right, so I stopped in the gold earlier on the trail after it broke below the sell level, then came up. I got stopped with a profit, but now it looks like it's testing this midpoint. If it's going to fail again, I'm going to take a short right over here. It's going to be a sell stop right underneath a pivot. If I can make this bigger. If there is a failure here, my stop would be right above this pivot on the other side of the midpoint, if that happens. So the idea here, I was stopped earlier in gold. Um, they broke below the sell level, but then climbed above, and I got stopped somewhere on the trail. They look like they're failing again at the midpoint. So I'm trying a short, and my stop is right, because I don't really want to be short if they start climbing above the midpoint. So my stop is right above the pivot over here. Trying to see again, maybe they gonna hit the sell level here. So we'll see. All right, so here is gold now getting to the sell level. Now I'm going to tighten up because once they hit that, they could bounce up again. So this is an example of being patient, waiting for price to come up to the midpoint, fail at the midpoint, and then hit the sell level. Once they hit the sell level, they could bounce back up. So that's why I am protecting myself here. And all the other indices are still short. I can tighten up here also. Can tighten up a little more. I can put this here. Okay. All right, so we'll see. Either they bounce and they take me out here, or they break below the sell level and just keep on going. So remember, I took a short here in gold as it came up, tested the midpoint from underneath, right? Here is the trip toward the sell level. Once they get to the sell level, there could be a bounce, so I lowered my stop. You always want to protect yourself when price arrives at a level. There was a bounce, but not enough to take me out. And now let's see if it could shoot lower. Wow, gold is really moving. Things are really moving today. All right, so the session is about to close. Just wanted to summarize everything. So this is the same account I traded on all the trades that I was in today. This is the buy and sell level for the Nasdaq. Now I posed those levels in Discord, as I said, the evening before. Sometime after Globex opens, the evening before. And of course, in the live room and in the trade indications channel, I have specific updates for the Nasdaq and the S&P. For example, even though we had this great sell-off, what I pointed to first thing when the session opened at 9:30 is that if 110, 18,110, if that holds, there is going to be a move toward 180 and possible 225. Now 225 was the sell level, so what we know that happens about 8 out of 10 times is that the market retests a level after breaking it. So of course after the news this morning we had a break, but then look what happens. There is a retest. Look at the perfect kiss of 225 and a sell-off, and this happens again later on in a session. Here it is again, a perfect 225 kiss and rejection. Is there another one? I think right actually not long ago we had another one, or at least close to it. Yeah, right over here. This one misses a little bit, and again, and now again here, and now we're right around it as we're about to close. So I am often asked if what I provide is for everyone. The answer is no. In reality, you probably would not do well if you are brand new to trading with what I do, because okay, so the levels I provide, and I provide some guidance in the live room, but at the end of the day you still need to be able to trade these levels and those indications. um, and so if you don't have a basic knowledge, for example, what is a test from underneath, right? Now, it might sound basic to a lot of you, but the fact is, if you are a new trader, you might not know what that is. Now, look, I mean, I guess you could join if your goal is not an immediate gratification. Like, you're not going to immediately start making money. You need to see what this is all about. Trading somehow does not have the same respect as most other professions, right? We all know that, for example, to become a dentist, you need to have a certain amount of schooling and then experience, and then hopefully become a good dentist. Same for electricians, same for accountants. But somehow when it comes to trading, people think, well, I'm just going to get a computer, hook myself up to the internet, buy some indicator, and let's go. I'm going to make thousands of dollars a day. And when it doesn't happen for strange reason, at least for me, they are disappointed. But what other outcome did you expect? In any case, I don't want to get into it too much here. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. So again, you see how perfect, right? It was this, and again, this level I posted last night. This is not after the fact. Um, Thank you very much. Please leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to try to make more videos for this channel. I've just been really busy. And I hope to see you in Discord.